How important do you think it is having a good mindset when it comes to running and owning, acquiring businesses?
I think a lot of people try and work on the business. They try and work on the process, the operations, what's the 7 steps to, make this into a multi-million pound business? But it's like, have you focused on yourself? What's your 7 steps for you to be healthier, to have more energy, to be showing up every day giving 100%, to be setting an example for your staff, to be ordering things when you're supposed to be ordering them, like remembering what you're supposed to be doing. Dealing with challenges, how you should be dealing with them as a leader. Because every business, every next venture, is always going to bring new challenges, whether it's sector specific, whether it's just business specific. And if you're not continually developing yourself, you're trying to solve £1 million problems now with a £100,000 mindset. There's a massive gap between them. And so before you even get to £1 million, you have to be thinking like you're a millionaire. You have to be thinking like £1 million turnover. So you have to get there before you actually get there so that you can get there. Because you don't want to reach that point and then say, oh, now I'm at this level. Shit, I can't solve any problems. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me upskill. It's like do it along the way. And it is the foundation that supports your whole growth. So it's super important to do it along the way. I think some people get too distracted being in the business, trying to grow it, but they don't think like, am I healthy? Am I sleeping enough? Am I exercising? Am I showing up like I should to make that million, to make that 10 million?
Mm-hmm. I ask that because in trading, it is pretty much 90% psychology. Like you can learn how to read the charts very quickly, but mastering that mindset of being able to manage the greed, the fear, the impatience, having too much patience. There are so many mental aspects that go into trading. Would you say that is the same like across the board when it comes to business?
Yes, I think there is. I think, maybe there's less so in some businesses because I'm not watching a ticker, I'm not watching a chart every day. So I'm not seeing, oh shit, I'm -10, now I'm +10. So, I'm not necessarily, in my businesses, I can't see that I'm losing money or making money in that instant. So I think there's another level when it comes to trading, like spread betting in particular. If it comes to investing in assets long term, you just don't look at them. So yes, it is the same in business. And every business, every sector, every growth, every stage you're at will have different challenges and require different things from you to get it to that stage. And so when you have mentors, you kind of want a mentor who's 1 or 2 stages ahead of you, who's been in that stage you've been at not too long ago, knows how the hell to get out of it quickly, but also knows how to get to that stage that they're at, which is a couple more ahead.
What about any specifics on improving mindset? Because it's like when you first start, there's elements of like imposter syndrome, right? And what anything you'd say or do, any advice you'd give to improve mindset?
I think there's so many books on mindset, but for me, starting with Ryan Holiday, who is kind of like a modern day Stoic. He takes the ancient Greeks, ancient Romans from how many years ago, and basically makes their wisdom a lot more palpable and understandable for most people in today's world. The sad thing is, these things from hundreds or however many years ago, you just think, oh, that's for them lot. Like, we're different. We're the same idiots. Yeah. We are the same stupid humans. Because the stuff that they say applies exactly to today. They don't talk about smartphones, obviously, but the things they say basically relate to the things we use every day in our life. So I would say just get into Ryan Holiday. He's probably got 6 books at this stage. Read them all. And I would say learn and try to embody stoicism as much as possible. I think, having discipline is a massive, massive factor to your mindset, because I was talking about this when I was on stage yesterday at an event. Like there's 2 ways of getting up at 6 a.m. to go to the gym, right? It's cold outside, it's dark, I can't be asked. 6 a.m. next day it's cold outside, can't be asked. What? That's motivation, right? You're lacking motivation. There's emotion there. What it should be is it's 6 a.m. it's cold and it's dark, but I'm going gym. Next day, 6 a.m. it's cold and it's dark, I'm going gym because it's 6 a.m. There's your brain shouldn't even compute the emotional, motivational bullshit. If it's this time, if X is Y, then I should be there. And it's like with anything. Okay, well, I have to make 20 cold calls today. Am I going to sit there do it? No, I'm going to make the cold calls. Oh, but I don't feel like it. I'm making the calls. So having almost that disconnect of yes, okay, you need motivation, but forget that. Forget how you feel about doing something. If you have a goal you want to achieve, you need to be disciplined to get there. That elite athletes in the world, the richest people in the world, the most spiritual, the most practiced, whatever, they've only got there through discipline. Right? Athletes don't feel like working every day. Of course they don't. They're just like us. but they do, and that's why they're gold medal winners and we're not, because they have more discipline than us in that certain sector. So for me, stoicism and discipline are the two biggest things that people need to get into.
I think when you talk about stoicism as well, specifically the Ryan Holiday books, they're so easy to digest. Like, even if you just read a page a day, every page is gonna just spark a thought process. Like, every page is something different, and it's so digestible. So I think that is a great point of, even if you're not a reader, you can read a little insert of
Or get audiobooks.
a page of
Who does
even
audiobooks?
audiobook. So I think that is great advice.